Towering a majestic 214 feet above sea level and spanning over 311 meters, the Navigator of the Seas carries on Royal Caribbean's standard-setting tradition of Voyager-class vessels. Boasting more fun and excitement per square foot than nearly any cruise ship at sea, and unique features like a rock climbing wall and an ice skating rink, Navigator of the Seas continues to prove Royal Caribbean as one of the most exciting cruise lines in the business. From extreme sports to upscale shopping, the Navigator has something for everyone. At the center of this amazing city at sea lies the innovative and breathtaking Royal Promenade. Designed with an open-air feel and lined with upscale shops and friendly neighborhood-style pubs, the Promenade is the bustling heart of the Navigator. Try a glass of wine at Vintages, our very relaxed California-style wine bar. Grab a scoop of your favorite Ben & Jerry's ice cream, or take in the spectacle of one of the exciting, colorful parades. The fun begins on the Royal Promenade. Just steps below the Royal Promenade is the Casino Royale, a lavish array of slots, cards, and Vegas-style casino games to keep you in the action. In need of an adrenaline rush? Head on up to the sports deck for some rock climbing or inline skating, or hit the full-sized basketball court for a game of hoops. Looking to burn off that indulgent dessert? Our Ship-Shape Center has a full array of free weights, machines, and exercise classes with a fabulous view of the high seas. If it's family fun you're looking for, grab the kids for a round of miniature golf, or lace up the blades and head over to Studio B for open skating. When you're this busy having fun, you need to make sure you stay fueled up. Luckily, the Navigator of the Seas has a wide variety of delicious dining options for every taste. For fine dining, the ornate three-tier dining room serves fabulous gourmet meals in an elegant yet relaxed atmosphere. For delicious casual fare, Cafe Promenade and the Windjammer offer tasty snacks and buffet-style meals. If that romantic dinner for two is on the agenda, Chops Grill and Portofino serve mouth-watering steaks and fine Italian cuisine in cozy, intimate surroundings. If you're craving a burger and milkshake, Johnny Rockets serves them up with 50s-style flair. So whatever you're hungry for, the Navigator has something to tempt your taste buds. Royal Caribbean is also famous for world-class entertainment, and the Navigator puts on some of the most extravagant shows at sea. The 5-story Metropolis Theater showcases spectacular musical productions. The Metropolis Theater rounds out its offerings with entertaining sets by world-famous comedians, musicians, and variety acts. The show doesn't stop there, though. A high-tech television studio by day, Studio B slides back its floor for ice dancing, a festive figure skating extravaganza with dazzling visual effects and a graceful international cast of skaters. Just because the dancers and skaters have taken their final bows doesn't mean your evening has to end. Take the party late into the night in one of our many themed bars and lounges. If you're looking for live music, the Extapa Lounge and Cosmopolitan Jazz Club offer up sets by some of the most versatile bands at sea. Want to hit the dance floor? The Dungeon spins the latest dance hits in a chic club atmosphere. If you're feeling a little more laid back, swing by the Nautical Schooner Bar for a nightcap and a request-ready piano player. Or stop in the Connoisseur Club for a brandy and a fine cigar to cap off that gourmet meal. When you finally find some time to relax, our sun-drenched pool deck is the perfect spot to grab a lounge chair and soak in some tropical sun. With 3 sparkling pools and 6 hot tubs, there's plenty of room to bask in the glorious sun. All this is just the beginning of the fun and excitement aboard the Navigator of the Seas. So sit back and relive all the memories of your Royal Caribbean vacation in your Cruise in Review.
This thing is a floating hotel.
I thought the ship was just awesome. It was huge.
Just huge, and it's nothing like I've ever seen or imagined.
Couldn't believe it. We couldn't believe we were going to be on the ship.
It was massive. I think I said, "Oh my God," when I walked up to the ship.
It's an unbelievable sight for me.
That first impression to me was just awesome.
Ladies and gentlemen, a very good evening to you. Welcome to the Navigator of the Seas. Somebody make some noise! If you want to run down the hallway naked at 3 a.m., do it. Do it. Go on, go. Yeah! Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for your time. Welcome on board Navigator.
Production shows we went to were beyond what we expected in many ways, shapes, and forms.
This is comparable to anything that we've seen.
The energy in the room was just beyond anything we've ever felt.
These kids are as good, if not better, than what we have seen.
Located on a remote peninsula on Haiti's far northern coast, Labadie's natural beauty makes it one of the most stunning destinations in the Caribbean. Settled in the name of Spain by Christopher Columbus, Haiti's history has been no less than turbulent. But it is fast becoming a more popular destination of tourists wanting to experience the Caribbean in all its splendor. Labadie's stunning beauty is apparent even before setting foot on its glorious beaches. The short tender ride from the ship provides a vastly scenic view of Haiti's northern shores. Snorkeling, parasailing, jet skis, and the famous banana boats are all ready and waiting to help you make the most of this tropical paradise. Or you can always grab a Coco Loco and hit a lounge chair on a secluded beach for the afternoon. Just make sure to find some shade every so often, as Labadie's climate is one of the hottest in the Caribbean, with an average yearly temperature of 86 degrees. Labadie is an experience like no other. From haggling with the local shopkeepers and soaking in authentic Haitian culture to jet skiing or just relaxing in the sun, Labadie has something to offer everyone. As we prepare to depart from yet another stunning destination, we head up to the bridge of the Navigator of the Seas to get a first-hand look at some of the systems used aboard one of the most technologically advanced pleasure ships in the world, the Navigator of the Seas. Our captain has been kind enough to invite us up to the nerve center of the Navigator to explain some of this amazing technology and let us observe as he and his team prepare to pilot the massive vessel out of port. The primary command post of the Navigator's bridge is the cockpit. In most instances, the vessel is piloted from this position, with all the ship's controls and navigational systems centrally located in the cockpit. The captain and his officers pilot the ship from this position and monitor variables like wind, currents, ship speed, and traffic with 7 state-of-the-art bridge computers. Before departing, the captain must brief his skilled team of bridge officers on the intended course into the open seas and cover the numerous variables at play in this delicate process. Once everyone is prepared, the captain dispatches officers to the bridge wings, the best vantage points to ensure there are no obstacles in the path of the massive Navigator. The captain and his officers can also pilot the vessel from these positions, with all the necessary controls from the cockpit reproduced on the bridge wings. Royal Caribbean's Voyager-class ships employ a technological advancement called the Vessel Management System, or VMS. Think of it as a high-tech autopilot of sorts. This system displays navigational data and can control engine speed and steering while automatically adjusting for variables like changing currents and weather conditions. Royal Caribbean captains have high praise for the system, citing its astounding accuracy.
All these things together make our life easier when it comes to docking and unlocking the ship and making our way from point A to point B.
The enormous Navigator is powered by 6 12-cylinder diesel engines and is guided through the seas by 3 pod propulsion systems. A central fixed pod provides the main source of propulsion, and 2 azipods provide additional power to pull the ship through the seas. The azipods rotate 360 degrees to steer the ship, providing astounding handling for a vessel of this size. Rough seas are usually no match for a ship as big as the Navigator, but when things get bumpy, the captain can deploy the vessel's 4 stabilizer wings to smooth the waters and keep everyone on board comfortable.
We call them fins. They work like airplane wings actually. So they help us keeping ship upright at all time, no matter what kind of weather. We can say that this ship is kept steady at all times.
The bridge is also a central monitoring station of the Navigator. From here, officers keep watch over all aspects of the ship's operation. Regular readings are taken to monitor sprinkler systems, watertight integrity, ship stability, and the vessel's 5,000 smoke detectors. Watchful bridge officers monitor all systems day and night to account for any irregularities throughout the vessel. As we cruise into the open seas after visiting another of Navigator's fabulous ports of call, we thank our captain and his staff for sharing their insight and showing us around the bridge of one of the most technologically advanced ships afloat, the Navigator of the Seas.
The jacuzzi was broken. We all had to take turns going. I write the songs that make the whole world sing. I write the song.
The claw-shaped and craggy island of Jamaica is known for both its lush, stunning beauty and its tumultuous history. Jamaica was settled in the name of Spain by Christopher Columbus, was lost to the British as a result of power struggles, and finally gained its independence in 1962. The location of Ocho Rios is a primary reason for its popularity, lying just a few miles from the fabulous natural beauty of untouched Jamaica. Dunn's River Falls and Park, located just west of Ocho Rios, is possibly Jamaica's most famous attraction. Its 600-foot cascading falls empty the Dunn's River into the ocean at a glorious white sand beach. All in all, Jamaica and Ocho Rios have plenty to offer the senses: lush natural beauty, soothing rhythmic reggae, exquisite taste treats, white sandy beaches, and a perfect climate for relaxing and soaking it all in. Jamaica and Ocho Rios. Everything cool.
Love and marriage, love and marriage.
When is your husband most amorous? A in the morning, B at noon, or C at night? Well, we know it's not at night. Don't, I'm a broken spirit now. We have got A in the morning, we have got C at night. You two have so got to get it together. Most disgusting habit for your husband. What have we got? Farting. Thank you very much, bless your heart. What have we got there? Farting. Thank you very much indeed. What have we got? Whoopi has never been the same since we did it in the shower. Hey! Whoopi has never been the same since we did it in the shower! Yes!
The ice show was beyond what we expected.
The lady who did the hula hoops, that was crazy. That was very impressive. The way she did all of them.
We didn't really expect to see the phenomenal tricks and stunts and things that they do.
And I think we were standing up more than we were sitting down because they were so good.
Discovered in 1503 on Columbus's fourth and final journey, the Cayman Islands were originally dubbed Tortugas, Spanish for turtles, later renamed Lagartos, meaning alligators, and finally Cayman, a Carib word meaning crocodile. British dependent territories since the 1670 Treaty of Madrid, the Cayman Islands are comprised of Grand Cayman, Little Cayman, and Cayman Brac. Cayman's real beauty lies just beneath its clear blue waters in its astoundingly colorful hard coral reefs, a delicate ecosystem of bizarre and brilliant living coral formations and exotic marine life. And with over 30 dive operators and 159 designated dive sites, the Cayman Islands offer some of the most spectacular diving in the world. From breathtaking wall dives in crystalline waters, pristine white sand beaches, and charming local architecture to championship golf, world-class food and drink, and a soothing Caribbean climate, the Cayman Islands are a secluded yet civilized Caribbean getaway that is sure to create a lasting impression as the getaway of a lifetime.
The food is...
They need more. No.
Yeah, they need more.
I've been trying to stay away from the dessert table.
And all the sculptures and the ice.
And chocolate.
Yeah, and the ice sculptures and the wax sculptures and things like that.
They say the sea air shrinks your clothes. That's probably a lie. You know, the food is absolutely fabulous.
Once a religious center for pre-Columbian Mayans, Cozumel is now one of the most popular diving destinations in the world. Located just 12 miles east of Mexico's Yucatan Peninsula, Cozumel has been a popular destination for travelers throughout the ages. San Miguel, essentially the only town on the island, mixes traditional small-town Mexico with a bustling dive culture. Beyond the strip of hotels, shops, and restaurants lies a dense jungle that served to hide the ancient ruins of El Castillo Real and San Gervasio for centuries. These ruins are among dozens of others on the mainland that have drawn archaeologists and sightseers from all over the world. Exploring Cozumel's quaint village shops is a wonderful way to experience and maybe even take home some authentic Mexican culture. And if you need a break from bargain hunting, its many bars and restaurants are ready to serve up a taste of delicious Mexican flavor. Whether you're taking in the colors of the local shops or exploring the gorgeous reefs teeming with marine life, the scenic images of Cozumel are sure to burn a lasting impression on your memory. Royal Caribbean goes to great lengths to make your cruise experience like no vacation on Earth and provide you with world-class atmosphere and superb service. The Navigator of the Seas employs 1,200 crew members from 57 countries to attend to every last detail for its 3,000-plus guests. Let's take a look behind the scenes of Navigator's daily operation and see what it takes to make everything run smoothly. Before we get to the manpower involved in Navigator's operation, let's take a look at the mechanical power and technology it takes to run this massive city at sea. Powering the 138,000-ton vessel smoothly through the seas are 6 12-cylinder diesel engines. Each power plant weighs 185 tons and is capable of generating 17,000 horsepower. Navigator employs a full staff of trained officers and engineers to maintain and monitor the power plants that provide engine power and electricity for the entire ship. Maintaining a clean and healthy environment is a primary concern for Royal Caribbean, and its Save the Waves policy strives to preserve the pristine waters they sail. In keeping with this strict policy, the Navigator employs an onboard recycling plant to help reduce waste. Glass, aluminum, and cardboard are all recycled right on board the Navigator, and anything that can't be recycled is incinerated to cut down on the amount of waste to be removed from the vessel in port. Clean water is another goal of Royal Caribbean's Save the Waves policy. The Navigator utilizes a state-of-the-art filtration and purification plant to filter all wastewater down to environmentally safe levels that exceed all international standards. The plant also produces more than 500,000 gallons of fresh water per week for drinking, showering, and cooking. With over 3,000 guests and 1,200 crew members on board the Navigator, over 500,000 pounds of provisions must be stocked for each cruise, including 20,000 pounds of beef, 12,000 pounds of chicken, 75,000 eggs, and 65,000 pounds of fresh vegetables. All this food is stored below deck in huge refrigeration chambers until needed. Navigator's 210-member galley crew faces the daunting task of turning all these ingredients into more than 22,000 meals a week for its guests and crew. Every delicious meal is prepared by the skilled culinary team in an organized flurry of activity. The busy staff also finds the time to serve up over 50,000 appetizers and 60,000 desserts every week. Another huge task for the Navigator's crew is washing the tons of laundry generated throughout a cruise. Sheets, tablecloths, and crew uniforms all have to look their very best, so the Navigator employs a full-service laundry and dry cleaning facility right on board. The Navigator is a city at sea, teeming with crew members working around the clock to attend to every last detail of your cruise. From manning the bridge to preparing gourmet meals, the diverse staff of dedicated professionals works together to make your Royal Caribbean cruise like no vacation on earth.
The service has been, I keep telling him that I feel like we're rich. I said this must be what it feels like to have money.
The service on board, I can't tell you how everybody makes you feel as though you're a friend of theirs.
When we did our vows and got married, I told her afterwards, from the rest of our lives, I promised to treat her like a queen. Well, I haven't had the opportunity to do that because everyone else is treating her like a queen, so it was a little unfair.
My pleasure is the key word for me, and I really believe that every time they say my pleasure, they really mean it.